Hi, welcome. Do you play War Thunder?
Hello, yes, I do play War Thunder.
How long do you play it?
I play it for over 12 years now.
So you like it?
No, I absolutely hate it.
Then why do you play it?
I do not really know.
Welcome back. Today we are building something different. Leopard 2A4. This is a War Thunder special model, so inside there are bonuses for the game. Inside we have a War Thunder flyer with other models. They offer 4 different models. Apart from Leopard there is also an Abrams available and 2 planes, but we do not focus on the planes on this channel yet. Some cardboard. Oh, they want you to put it up as a little logo for the model. We have a manual, but sadly it is not a book type, but rather a long folded paper sheet. Wait, what? Only 5 steps? Yeah, looks like it can be a one evening model. We also have painting guides with 4 options: German, Swiss, Spanish and Polish. Some BS paper. Decal sheet. Looks cool, very nice decals. And sprues, not many of them. The kit sadly contains rubber tracks. To enhance the build, I will be adding this 3D printed MG Hatch machine gun and trumpeter tracks. They are workable, so they are cool. They are also 570p type, dedicated for Leopards 2A5 and newer, but they fit 2A4 just fine, so I'll not bother. Sadly, the assembly of this track is BS. I will show you the instructions, but some big brain put a sticker onto it. As you can see, you need to cut out and put together 3 different parts to build a single track link. So, to start the build, I fold the cardboard along the edges, forming a triangle, and then hatch the 2 ends on these cardboard cutouts. Now, being serious, I've test fitted the whole parts and yeah, it do not really fit together. This is really old model and it shows. So I decided that it will be a quick build without being serious, just put it up quickly without thinking too much. So I started building the suspension elements like track tensioners. Maybe the model lacks in details, but at least it has stupid part design. Like, what even is this drive sprocket and wheels assembly design? The part 14B was later thrown out because it would not allow for wheels disassembly for painting. I kept building it my way because I don't want to paint wheels permanently attached on the model. And the suspension is ready. Fun fact about Leopard is that the tank is not symmetrical. As you can see, due to the torsion bar suspension design, they are not aligned, so the wheels are not symmetrical, one side is further back. Talking about stupid model design, you can see it on the road wheels. The wheel cap is a separate part, but it is not mounted on the front wheel. It is supposed to be mounted on the suspension bar, having the front wheel and back wheel squeezed in the middle. There is no simple way to align it straight if you want to have wheels off the model for painting. If I want to have wheels separated for painting, I need to apply some mental gymnastics. A lot of parts have a severe case of flash, but that's to be expected with older models. I've aligned the wheels on top of each other and decided to put the wheel caps on them. hoping for the best. After building all the wheels, it was time for some caffeine. I wanted to build up the whole, but it did not fit together. The extra brain power unlocked by caffeine got me an idea to use the gumki recepturki to set the hole straight and glue it up that way. To finish up the lower hole, it was time to work on tracks. This short part of tracks took me much longer than anticipated. It's not that it's hard or something, it's just tedious small parts that do not want to click together. I'm pretty sure that preparing both tracks took much longer than building the whole model. It's starting to look like Leopard. Now random pieces to finish up the whole. With the hole ready, time to tackle the turret. Test fitting shows that the fitment is less than ideal. Let's take a look on the fancy 3D printed MG. Nicely packaged, short instruction and good quality parts. It will be a nice detail for the tank. Having the build part completed, I started priming the model with black surfacer. The turret was mounted on my professional painting rig. The model of course was cleaned before with isopropyl alcohol. Next step was quick pre-shading with Tamiya white paint. I decided to paint it with Spanish camo. This model gave me a unique camo in War Thunder, so I started the game up to take a proper look onto the tank. So this is the tank. So as you can see, the green is much brighter and more lively with a hint of yellow than the normal NATO paint scheme. I will actually use this in-game model as a guide for making the camo pattern. Tank name is Hernan Cortes. I have no idea who that is, so I made a quick trip to Wikipedia. Turns out he was a Spanish conquistador who landed in 1519 in Mexico, where he got into beef with local Aztecs. Interesting stuff, check it out. In the meantime, I'm preparing the base color. I will mix the NATO green with yellow green to give it the base color a little warmer hue. I started painting with thin layers, trying to not waste the previous pre-shading. Now the camo pattern. Using this IKEA pencil, I sketched the camo pattern on the tank, following the in-game model. Next I started painting the camo pattern, following the drawn lines. Paint was diluted a little more than usual and I used a low pressure for this task. Same story with black patterns painted with NATO black color. I was struggling to find a good footage because almost everything is blurry because it focuses on my hand than on the model. After painting the camo edges, it was time to fill the patterns. It's looking great. I'm happy with result. Everything is painted. But yeah, I forgot about the tracks. As the quick and easy is the motto of this model, I just took the German grey and painted the metal parts of the tracks. Next I took the track wash and spreaded it into nook and crannies in tracks. Why specific track wash? Well, it is literally in the name, track wash. And for the rubber padding, I took the AK rubber black paint, thinned it quite considerably and painted it with brush. Final result is pretty okay. I think some kind of variation of this method will be my go-to with future proper Leopard projects. With AK paints I also painted some details like mirrors or tools. Time to give this tank a name, decals. I've cut out the proper decals and transferred them onto the tank using the Tamiya Mark V Strong. The Hernan Cortez decal bended and folded a little, but thankfully it was saved. After the decals, I started to do a pin wash. Same story as always. Fill the lines and crevices with wash and then remove the excess wash with enamel thinner. Oh, and I forgot about wooden handles for the tools, so I painted them quickly with AK paints and then they will later be washed with brown enamel paint. Back to pin wash and removing the excess with enamel thinner. Now, time for the dirt, dust and mud. I took this Tamiya flat earth paint and applied it as pre-dusting, heavily diluted. By the way, of course, after all this work to this point the model was covered in varnish to protect the paint. After the initial dust layer, I began to apply the pigments. I used Russian earth and Europe earth colors for this model. The pigments were fixed with pigment fixer and then they were spread around with stiff brush, forming this unified mud mixture. Then I sprayed the pigments again on this mixture to ensure that it has a grainy, earth-like texture. I was almost finished, but the mess on my desk is too big. I literally have no place to move. After cleaning up this mess, I wanted to try a camo netting. I tried to do it once and I failed, so this will be my second try. I took this camo netting from the AK, painted some darker spots for variation and began to wrap it around the barrel. Apart from the AK camo netting, I also used a bandage painted on green for the texture variation of the camo netting. And this is it, the model is finished. So what about this model? Yeah, I do not recommend it. It is old, the fitment is not too good and it lacks of details. That's why I decided to make it a mud blob, to add something interesting to it. Also, the camo netting on the barrel, yeah, it is what it is, I need to practice with it. But it was my second time in life to make a camo netting. To be honest, I wrapped the barrel because I was too lazy to fit the barrel parts together properly. They did not want it to cooperate, so I hid it with the net. I like Leopards and I will build more of them in the future, but this model, yeah, please avoid. In the middle of the build I got so burnt out that I rushed this build. This model teach me that it is more fun to have good quality model with million of parts than a simple model with less parts but poor quality. So, what in the future? As I said in the previous video, I am constructing a SAM launcher system from the Trumpeter and it will be probably completed in a week or two. It will be my first Polish vehicle on the channel. So, see you soon.